Hey, so welcome back to my channel, and this is the second part of my wildlife photography session and the experience that I shared with you guys. If you haven't seen the first part, go check out the link in the comment section, or you can see it over here somewhere. I'll put it across. But this is the second part, so continuing with my journey, and I hope you guys enjoyed my first part. So let's get on to the second part. This was just the starting of the journey where we were just going towards the forest. This is Jim Corbett, by the way, where I had gone, and it was like a 2 day trip for me with my family itself. But I had my own chores to be done, I had my own targets to be met, and I hope I did do that while recording all the footage. You won't be seeing much of me talking on the camera because I was quite busy taking pictures and capturing the moment, also enjoying the place. This was my first ever experience going into a proper forest where you can see the wildlife just going around by, and I hope these animals weren't disturbed by us. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, so while we were going across, this was one of the barking deer. That's what they call it, the barking deer, and they stay generally quite alone. And I was pretty happy that this was the only one that we saw, and there were around 3 to 4 types of deers that were there in the forest, and we saw all of them, and you will be seeing those pictures at the end as well. They were pretty amazing, and I'm really surprised by those pictures which came out very nice, even though they were pretty far away. And yeah, I was really happy that the lens performed pretty well, and I was actually able to crop the image out to just focus on the subject, which was the deer. So yeah, while going across, my Insta360 X3 was completely running throughout, and I was controlling it through my phone itself. So it was pretty hard juggling between my phone, my camera, my X3, and multiple gears. I was very overwhelmed during this process because I had to capture everything, if I have to say everything. So if you see the whole 360 view of this, full park, I would not say park, but the Jim Corbett National Park, and it was pretty intense. It was such a beautiful scenario. We were just the only ones onto the track. The guide who was taking us around, he mentioned that there was just a couple of minutes back, or maybe before, in the night time, the tiger hunted a cow or the local animal which was there, which eventually came into the forest from the village itself, and we could actually see the body. I cannot show you right now, but it was quite far away, and we were hoping if we would wait over here we might see the tiger, but they generally do not come pretty often, and if you're lucky you can see it, otherwise better luck next time. That's what it is. So yeah, we were going across, and we came across a beautiful pathway which is an amazing which is surrounded by trees, and it was around 10 or 11 o'clock, wherein it was quite sunny, and the rays from the trees, it was just heavenly. I cannot imagine such an experience into the city side, because I live in a city, and these kind of experiences you can only get if you go into the forest, or if you go into the woods, or wherever the greenery is. So one thing that I wanted to go over, I would definitely wanted to hire a 70 to 200 lens just to do this, but eventually I was running short on time and running short on a little bit of the planning, because this was a very sudden plan that I was going on, and I thought of just using my 85mm f1.4. I genuinely wanted an ND filter for my lens, which I had already ordered, but it was supposed to come after a pretty long time, so I couldn't use the whole f1.4 to focus far away and get those blurry backgrounds. But it is fine. I did shuffle between the f-stops from 2.8 to 5.6 just to get the whole area in focus. This was an image of the bird sitting quite far away. Just saw it, and it was a pretty blue bird. So I was just trying to take the picture on through this lens, and I can actually kind of cropped a little bit just to get a closer shot of it, because again I had my limitations, and luckily the bird flew away, and I was trying to capture the bird in the motion while flying. So these were a couple of shots that you can see right now, and they're not pretty in focus because of course birds, it's really hard to capture birds when you're on a zoom lens or they are on the run. So yeah, I think these couple of shots came pretty well, and there were a couple of other birds as well which were trying to figure out in the forest, but they kind of got camouflaged with the leaves and the surroundings all around. So I think wildlife is kind of a little difficult thing to do. So that was my quite good experience. One thing I would like to share with you guys is, if you have any gear, whatever gear you have, and you know that this is the limitation of the lens, but if you go step outside of your comfort zone and you see, I can make something out of it, I can do something out of these lenses or the gears that I have, that is your creativity, that is where your vision lies off, that is you are within, like that's the passion that you're carrying across, and that is what I do in kind of on a daily basis. So this was my experience with the Sigma 85mm f1.4. Here's the lens, and the best part about this, if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see this, the glass is sharp as anything. The glass is sharp, it's sharper than the knife as well, the chef's knife. So that's a bad comparison, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. So this was my kind of complete experience. So now I'll show you all the photos that I've taken. So enjoy, do like, share and subscribe to the channel, because I do kind of something different, and I think you guys also saw it. It's a great thing that you guys are supporting me for all my videos, and do mention in the comment section if I did justice to the lens or not. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.